What's up, YouTube? My name is Dallin Anderson, and today I'm going to talk about quantum entanglement and whether you can read minds / feel people's vibe. So this is something that I've definitely been thinking about a lot more recently as I've increased my personal energy field around me. We're just going to go ahead and walk this way. It's got some better lighting for the video. Because I've been starting to pick up on more things and come to more realizations around this area. You know, as you increase your personal energy field, you'll start to notice how it affects other people's energy fields around you. And one of the things is vibration. If you walk into a room, have you guys ever noticed this, where you walk into a room and instantly, within minutes, you feel a lower vibration? Or you might even feel it the second that you walk into that room. You just have something come over in you and you're like, this is a low vibration, and you just know it. And then you look over, and then there's somebody that has like body language where they're like really constricted and not very like open. They're really constricted and maybe their head's down, and you can tell they're just pulling in, and their energy field is very contractive and sucking, right? It's like sucking. That's why their arms are like closed, and they're like, you know, they might even be leaning over and just fetal position or anything like that. Anything where they're contracting all of their energy within themselves. This means that they believe that they don't already have a strong energy field within themselves, and so they need everything around them to fill that energy field within them. And you guys, when I talk about energy fields, some people are like, oh, what are you talking about? That sounds like some hippie stuff. No, science has proven an energy field. Buddhism knew about energy fields for thousands of years, way before science. But yes, there is an energy field around all people. It makes perfect sense. We're electrical beings. We're chemical reactions. Our bones are made out of calcium. They're almost perfect antennas, literally. So our entire body is both electrical, positive and negative charges. So of course we have vibrations of radio waves, all kinds of waves around us. And when somebody has strong vibes, they're emitting strong vibes, and things will gravitate towards them. If somebody has weak vibes or vibes where they don't have enough, people might gravitate towards them, but it's other people that have weak vibes that feel bad and want to comfort, usually. And maybe somebody with strong vibes comes around and helps them too. But the thing is if somebody with strong vibe comes along and help them, they usually help at a distance because they don't want to be around that person so much that it affects them. Because that definitely happens, you know, and you realize that. So yeah, that's a vibration. Now, what can happen is on a particle level, if you take a particle and you split it in half, photon, and then you make a change to one photon, and then you have that other photon on the other side of the planet, the two photons will make the same change at the exact same time. Zero latency, instantaneous. They call it quantum entanglement. Now that happens with people too. We don't have, at least in my view, we don't have the science to prove that it does, because we don't have a way to mass analyze thousands and millions actually and billions of particles within a human body. But if it happens on a particle level, I would definitely assume it's likely to happen on a personal level with people on the size of a human being. And if you think about it, it would make sense. Have you ever called somebody on the phone and it was right when they felt anxious or something, you just knew that you needed to call them and talk to them? Or have you ever had maybe somebody do the same thing to you? Somebody called you and was like, yo, watch out for this or do this, and they helped you just because they knew. And it was like an intuition thing. That's quantum entanglement. It's most likely, at least, quantum entanglement. We haven't proven that with science yet. Now, in my opinion, if you can create an entanglement with somebody and your vibration is greatly affected by the people around you, and you affect other people's vibration by the people around you, wouldn't it make sense to create a quantum entanglement with somebody that is worth being around every day? You know, you don't want to create a quantum level entanglement with somebody that is sucking your energy dry. They're called energy vampires for the reason. It's because of their personal field is a negative field. It's a never-ending, never can be filled hole, bottomless pit. And you have to ask yourself, do you really want to be around a bottomless pit every single day of your life? Do you really want to try to figure out how to generate more energy than a bottomless pit that can never be filled? No, nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to sit around every day and try to keep their vibe way higher than this never can be fulfilled low vibe. It'll take your energy and it will destroy it. So create quantum entanglements with people that you want to be around and that have high vibes, high energy, a good positive field around them where they're emitting energy rather than trying to take and receive from every single person and thing around them. And you'll start to build your energy field, and it'll be stronger. You'll start to notice that even if there is maybe one or two people, and when you go to a party that has that type of energy, you're dominating the energy fields, they might leave. I've had that happen before. You come in, you're so positive, they're uncomfortable. They don't want to be around that anymore. They might leave. And that's a powerful thing. That means that you are so empowered that the people that you want around you are around you. And the people that you don't mind whether they're there or not, they might already be such a low energy state that you make them uncomfortable and they'll leave. Now that doesn't mean that them becoming uncomfortable is a bad thing. I've also had these same people that got uncomfortable contact me later and ask me how they can improve on themselves or do self-development. It's just that they didn't want to be there right then, you know, because they just couldn't handle it. They weren't used to that type of a vibe. So yeah, energy fields are real. You can definitely pick up on what somebody's thinking. I've read somebody's mind almost exactly before, and I believe that that's a energetic thing. You're holding that thought, that energy within you, and if it's strong enough and you have a strong enough field around you, it's almost like a magnet. That thought will just get magnetated to you, and then you'll be like, oh, that person's probably thinking that. You might not be right every time, but that's what real intuition is when your field is so strong that you pick up on thoughts and feelings, and even when somebody's not in the same room with you, you're picking up on what they're thinking and feeling. Like, I can even have some of my best friends will be sleeping across the other side of town, or you know, and because I'm entangled with that person, quantum level entangled, I can think and feel some of the things that they're thinking and feeling. It's intuition, it's real, it's not just BS, and it's zero latency, and science is proving that. So next time that you guys even say a prayer or have somebody do something based on intuition, it's real, science is starting to back that, and yeah, it's a beautiful thing. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you guys keep a strong energy field around you guys. It is your responsibility to do so. If you feel like an energy vampire, if you feel like you have something that you can't feel within yourself, it's probably trauma related. And it's okay, you know, anybody that has a higher energy field is going to forgive you for that. But you need to take care of these traumas. You need to do something that brings those traumas to the surface. If you need more information on that, comment down below. I can give you guys some exact advice. Mosquitoes are sucking my blood pretty gnarly here. So I better go, but I appreciate and love every single one of you guys. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next self-development videos. As always, peace. What? A private pool?